Welcome to your weekly General Aviation news update. We have three stories for you this week. The first one is the FAA Reauthorization Act that is extended. We have the first Vertiport that gets approval from the FAA. And lastly, sad news, AOPA Air Safety Institute Richard McSpadden dies in a crash. All right, let's get to it. All right, first up this week is an extension to the FAA's Reauthorization Act until December 31st of 2023. Now, if you don't know, the FAA gets reauthorized every so many years. Last time was 5 years ago in 2018. Now we have a new authorization act that has been proposed, and then we're waiting for the final authorization, but that's seemingly keeps getting pushed back. Last time was in September, and then now it looks like until at least 45 days from now. As part of the measure to avoid the government shutdown, they pushed down that Reauthorization Act by 45 days. This, unfortunately, is only Congress kicking down the can down the road. Funding was still shut down when the government shuts down in November. According to the National Air Traffic Control Association president, they said that funding must be secured as soon as possible, not 45 days from now. So we'll keep you updated if we hear more, but at the moment, this is what's going on. All right, next up this week is the FAA, again, with the first conditional approval for a vertiport. If you're not familiar with the term vertiport, it's an airport for vertical takeoff and landing vehicles, or air taxi. The approval comes for Allen C. Perkinson Blackstone Army Airfield. It's KBKT, that's located in Blackstone, Virginia. The airfield will act as a research project to assist the integration of AAM, which is Advanced Air Mobility Vehicles, and other UAS operations. So I think this is interesting. I think the FAA is definitely moving towards AAM. Interestingly, we've seen former people from the FAA go to the AAM world, and now the nominee for the FAA administrator position is also coming from that world. So it's going to be interesting to see the changes over time. And then your third and final story this week is a sad one. Richard McSpadden from the AOPA Air Safety Institute was killed, along with former NFL player Russ Francis, in a Cessna Cardinal crash in New York. Early reports suggest an emergency on takeoff and then the aircraft unable to return to the runway. We're not going to speculate at this stage as to the circumstances of the crash or the cause. We'll wait for the NTSB report to be released. McSpadden was a former Thunderbird commander, also very well known in the general aviation community for the analysis of various accidents and then a lot of free safety related content. So my thoughts go to the families of the victims, and then obviously a tremendous loss for the general aviation community. All right, that's it. That's all we have. I'm going to be in Colorado this weekend for a drone air show. We'll be flying our Diamond over there. And then that's going to be in Fort Collins area. So if you're in that area, make sure that you come over. It's a free event. It happens on Friday and Saturday this weekend. And that's it. We'll see you next week for another chapter.